Hey everybody, it's Suzanne O'Brien and welcome to this edition of Doula Tips Tuesday. I have to say that we have been getting so many emails from family caregivers, from people who are asking for guidance and support on how to navigate through this very scary, stressful time. And what we want to do is take Doula Tips Tuesdays for the next month, maybe longer, and take some of the Doulagivers trainings and the skills that we have learned that help families at the end of life and through that, again, acute stressful period, and help to apply them to what we're going through today as a global community, because they're so effective. So the first tip, today's tip, is going to be about the shock phase. And the shock phase is that time that somebody gets news of something that completely turns their life upside down. In the Doulagivers training, it's a terminal diagnosis, but for you and I, it's this new way that we are being faced with something that's threatening our globe, and that is very, very scary for most people. So in the shock phase, what we need to do is we need to breathe and pause, and then we have to decide what are the acute issues that are facing us. Because until we can identify those priorities of acute issues, we can't move past that. We can't get to a productive or a proactive part of our life until we handle the acute issues that we're faced with. And that's going to be subjective and individual, but I will tell you one that I feel that we're all facing is anxiety. Is the unknown variable, that we're isolated, and that we are being, again, bombarded daily with the threat of our lives and the ones we love and our world as we know it with this virus. So let's take a moment, let's breathe into it, but then let's know what we can do. So for me, it's very important. First of all, let's understand that yes, this is going to affect everyone in the world, but there's only going to be that 1%, maybe even a little lower, of people who will actually experience that end of life through it. But there's many layers to this, but one of the things we can do is take that acute issue of anxiety and say, how can I help myself to stabilize and lower my anxiety? For me personally, it's a Monday today, and I'm recording for Doula Tips Tuesday, taking that proactive step on removing myself from mass amounts of watching the news and the media. And again, remember, we are staying at home together. So I call it staying at home together. So we're at home because we're doing our due diligence, but with that, we have a lot of time on our hands and we're watching the news a lot, or TV. That constant bombardment of panic takes your nervous system and puts you into a fight or flight all the time. So please limit your exposure. And also, what tools can you use to bring yourself back to a homeostasis place? Deep breathing, music, just tuning out, listening to calm things on your iPod or on the internet, on your phone. Stay away from the drama. And I have to say, part of that is that you want to be aware of social media, because yes, it's a great way for us to connect, but there is a lot of negative and fear-based vibration going on that as well. So try and be aware of that and limit that, and then listen to music. Do things that bring you joy. Sit outside in nature. Again, read a book. Step out of this space of drama and allow yourself to recalibrate and go down. Your body does not know the difference between a perceived threat and one that's actual. Right now, we've been bombarded with that. We are in, yes, and it's a very devastating time, but your body feels all of this and goes into an inflammatory process, which lowers your immunity and also can cause an array of other things. So let's take care of lowering our anxiety by limiting our news, limiting social media, and doing things that nourish our soul and our being. Music, meditation, sitting out in nature, playing with your animal, your dog or your cat, and thinking of thoughts and things that part of your life that brought you an immense joy, trips that you've taken, moments with loved ones, bring that in, because again, that will change your energetic vibration to stabilize and be at peace. And we need that now more than ever. So I am going to continuously bring tools to help us through this time based on the Doulagivers trainings, and they are so effective, and we will get through this together. So my name is Suzanne O'Brien. This is Doula Tips Tuesday. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.